Hello, welcome to Zen with Jen Yoga. My name is Jennifer. Today is a practice dedicated to all of the mothers out there and the differences that we make as moms every single day. So we will start right away by lying on our backs and go ahead and leave your feet flat to the mat. Hold on to the backs of your thighs and come on down. If you need a pillow for your head, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, just have a slight tuck of the chin to the chest. Bring your hands to your belly and begin to tune inward. By the way, it is the weekend and my family's home, my husband and my 2 boys. So if you see someone run by, just know that that is a possibility. But just listen to what I'm saying. My voice will guide you through the sequence just in case. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale out through your nose. Breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6. A few breaths like that. I breathe in strength and ease and exhale out any tension and heaviness. Create space on the inhale, exhale out and soften. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Keep your chin tucked slightly and begin to rock yourself side to side, massaging your low back. And then bring your arms out to a T. Breathe in, bump your hips to the left, and then exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat, your hands in line with your shoulders, and your hips stacked. Maybe gaze to the left and bring your right hand to your left thigh. On the breath out, bring your navel in towards your spine, bring your knees back to center, reset, and then exhale, let your knees fall to the left, stacking your hips, keeping your arms in line with your shoulders or your hands in line with your shoulders, your shoulder blades on the mat. Maybe your hand comes to your thigh and you gaze to the right. I breathe in strength and ease. Exhale out tension and heaviness. On the exhale, bring your navel in towards your spine. Bring your feet back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe lift head and shoulders off the mat this time. And then come to lay back down. We're going to take it into bridge pose. So bring the soles of your feet flat to the mat. Bring your heels in towards your glutes. And then press into your feet to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then move your upper arm bones under and lift into bridge pose. So your glutes are like going towards your heels and you're pressing into your feet, lifting up. Keep your knees straight. Keep your knees facing the top of the mat and in line with your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nurture yourself like you're your own mother. And then exhale, release one vertebrae at a time, letting your hips be the last thing to come down. Now breathe in, cross at your shins, hold the backs of your thighs, and then start to rock yourself up. Maybe you don't cross your shins, but just to go a few times. And then come to seated, crossing your ankles, and then come into cat and cow pose from here. Breathe in and straighten your right leg behind you, tuck your toes, and then reach your left arm out and your right leg back, and then engage your glute to lift your right leg up for a balancing table. And then exhale, bring your elbow and knee together. Left elbow, right knee. Breathe in, really reach, zip up through your midline, engage your core. Exhale, bring it in. Breathe in to reach your arm and leg away from one another. Really press into the right hand, top of the left foot. Exhale, round it in. And then breathe in, straighten your right leg and left arm. Bring your left hand down and then bring your right leg down back to tabletop. Sway for a moment, reset, breathe, straighten your left leg behind you, tuck your toes under. Shift the weight into your left hand, keep your fingers spread nice and wide, and then reach your right arm away and lift your left leg up. Engage the left glute for balancing table. Keep your hips and toes facing the mat. Press into the left hand, and then bring your navel in towards your spine. Breathe in, reach away, exhale, round it in. Breathe in, reach your left leg and right hand away from one another. Exhale, round your spine and bring it in. One more time, reach your arm and leg away from one another, and then exhale, round it in. One more time, breathe in, reach away from one another, and then bring your right hand down, and then bring your left leg down, all on an exhale. Shake it out and reset, and then shift the weight into your left hand, spread your fingers nice and wide, press into the finger pads. Reach the right arm up to open up the chest, and then exhale, thread the right arm under the left for thread the needle. You can keep your left hand by your face or straighten it, but keep your hand in line with your shoulder. Keep the weight even in both knees. We're here for a breath in, a breath out. And then the next breath in, bring your left hand now back in front of your face. Press into that left palm to reach your right arm back up. Counter stretching, and then bring the right palm down, fingers spread wide. Shift the weight now into your right hand and reach your left hand up, stacking your shoulders. And then exhale, bring the left arm under the right. Bring your cheek and temple towards the mat. Keep your right hand in front of your face or walk it out towards the top of the mat. Keep your hand in line with your shoulder. Keep the weight even in your knees. Thread the needle. Breathe in and then exhale. Bring your palm in front of you and press into your right hand to reach your left arm back up towards the ceiling to counter stretch. And then bring the left palm down. Shake it out, wiggle, reset. And then keep your hips over your knees and just walk your hands out in front of you for puppy pose. Keep your hands in line with your shoulders and your fingers spread wide, and melt your head and chest down. Melt your heart down. Maybe your chin comes to the mat or your forehead, but it doesn't have to. For puppy pose. We will be here for 3 breaths, so breathe in, press weight into your palms, and walk your palms back in slowly, no rush, just inch by inch, walking it back in. And then take your hands and move them one palm print up, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Really press into the finger pads and spread your fingers nice and wide. Create length in your spine, keeping a bend in your knees. And then when you have the sensation of length created, you can pedal out the legs, pedal out the feet by bending the right knee and straightening the left, bending the left knee, straightening the right, keeping it isolated to your legs so your hands pretty well stay, not moving. And then look between your thumbs, bring your feet together and up a little, and then walk yourself to the top of the mat, footprint by footprint, landing in forward fold. Keep a soft bend in your knees and let your head be heavy. Now press into your feet to rise you up into mountain pose. Slowly rising up inch by inch. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then find your mountain. So ground down through your feet. Feel all 4 corners. You can lift your toes up and then lay them back flat to help activate that arch, Pada Bandha. Stand up nice and tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, create length all the way from your feet through the crown of your head. And then bend your knees to sweep your arms up for Urdhva, really reaching through your fingertips. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold over your straight legs. Now bend your knees, shift weight into your left foot, and step your right foot back into low lunge. Press into your palms, look forward, and then step your left foot back to meet your right foot. From here, roll forward into plank pose, one line from head to tailbone. Breathe in, shift your shoulders past your hands, and then bend your elbows and lower all the way down. Slow and with control, let your forehead be the last thing to come down. Now, lengthen your thighs, lengthen your legs, press into the top of your feet. Hook your tailbone down, but keep your glutes relaxed. Bring your hands under your shoulders and then lift up into a low cobra. So you're using your upper back muscles, and your hands can stay on the mat, or maybe you lift them a little. And then exhale, release, let your head be the last thing to go. Press back up and then back into downward facing dog. Breathe in to reach your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee, exhale, and bring your knee through by squeezing it into the midline and shifting your shoulders over your hands, bringing your right foot through. Drop your left knee down. Lengthen your torso, so come onto your fingertips to create length. Walk your hands onto the tops of your thigh, and then grow out of your hips. Maybe reach your hands up for Anjayasana low lunge. But you want to create length from your hips all the way out through your fingertips. Maybe then you back bend slightly. And then breathe out, bring your hands down to frame your foot. Pick up your left foot, straighten your right leg, and then bend your left knee behind you. Spring forward and fold. Let your head be heavy. Now press into your feet evenly and sweep your arms out and up. Reach up for Urdhva. Exhale, fold forward over your straight legs, hinging from the hips to Uttanasana. Shift weight into your right foot, press into your palms, step your left foot back into low lunge. Look forward, press into your palms again, and step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, come onto the balls of your feet, and roll your shoulders past your hands into plank pose. Breathe out, shift your shoulders a little bit now, come onto the tips of your toes, and then exhale, bend your elbows, and come all the way down to your belly. Hook tailbone, press into the tops of your feet, keep your glutes relaxed, and then breathe in, use your back muscles, and press into the floor for cobra. Maybe you spiral your elbow creases forward, but lengthen your legs out, and then lift up for cobra pose. Exhale, release it all back down. Let the forehead be the last thing. At the end of that exhale, press back up into downward facing dog. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Lift your left leg up behind you. Bend that left knee. Squeeze it in towards your midline and shift your shoulders over your hands. Bring your left foot through. Drop your right knee down. Lengthen your torso. Come onto your fingertips. Walk your hands onto your front thigh. Grow out of your hips, so create length. Maybe you reach your hands up for low lunge. You're growing though all the way out of your hips to the tips of your fingers, keeping your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears, maybe back bend slightly. Low lunge Anjayasana. Now breathe in, bring your hands down to frame your left foot. Lift your right knee up, straighten your left leg, come onto your fingertips, bend your right knee, and then spring forward and fold. From here, press into your feet and reach your arms out and up again for Urdhva. Maybe look up and back bend slightly. And then exhale, come into forward fold Uttanasana. Lengthen out your spine here for halfway lift. Breathe in. Bring weight into the balls of your feet. Bring your fingertips to your thighs. Shins are the floor. Think one line from your head to your tailbone here. And then exhale, fold. From here, we're going to come into yogi squat. So heel toe your feet as wide as you need them. Bring your heels in and your toes out. And then sit back into yogi squat. Keep a lift in your chest here. That's what's important, to lift your chest up. Maybe use your elbows to help press your knees open. And your hands can come to prayer position at your sternum. If you're more like this today, that's perfectly fine. Just work on keeping your chest lifted. Maybe you can bring your hands to prayer. And maybe you play around and with both, see where you're at. We'll be here for a few breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am strong and at ease, and I breathe out tension and heaviness. Now, bring your hands behind you just to lower yourself down, and we do our peak pose, what we've been working on today. So it is the queen of all asanas, and we'll see if you can guess, and I'm sure you will. But the queen of all asanas, since today is a day dedicated to mothers. All right, so how we did bridge pose, you're going to come onto your back, get your low back flush to the mat, hug your knees into your chest, and rock a little side to side here. And then you're going to lengthen out your legs. Let me go on to my mat. Lengthen out your legs. You're going to tuck your chin slightly, and then bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Reach both of your feet up to roughly about 90 degrees. And then you're going to engage your core, bring your navel towards your spine so you can lift your legs up and hold on to the back of your hips. So like if you had pockets, like your hands would be sliding into your pockets. And then you can keep your knees bent to help you roll your upper arms under and come onto your elbows. And then maybe you straighten your legs for shoulder stand. So you're going to keep the weight into your shoulders. You can come into plow pose too and get your shoulders underneath of you. Bring the weight into your shoulders, tuck your chin slightly, and reach your toes up. Now you're going to be reaching through the balls of your feet for this beautiful inversion shoulder stand. I believe it's Sarvangasana in Sanskrit, but it will feel like your feet are floating above your legs. Breathe in. This is the counter stretch for headstand. So my friends that do headstand, we know after headstand we do shoulder stand to counter stretch that. One more breath in, and then exhale, bend your knees, lay your palms flat, and use your body strength to roll you back down, inch by inch, just like in bridge pose. And then lay your legs out flat, stretch your arms up overhead. And then one more time, we'll hug our knees into our chest, rock a little side to side. And then we'll close it out. So bring the soles of your feet flat, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, thread your hands through to grab the back of your left thigh or the front of your left shin, and then hug that left thigh in towards you for a reclined pigeon pose. Keep your shoulders on the mat here. Option to rock side to side. We'll be here for just another breath. Now breathe in and release the left foot down to the mat. Uncross your right leg. Windshield wiper your legs to reset. And then we'll do the other side. So bring the sole of the right foot flat. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Thread your hands through to grab the back of your right thigh or the front of your right shin for reclined pigeon pose. Keeping your shoulders on the mat, keeping a slight tuck of your chin. Maybe rocking side to side. We're here for 3 breaths. I am dedicated to nurturing my body. And then on the next breath out, bring the sole of the right foot down, uncross your left leg, Bring the sole of the left foot down, and then windshield wiper your legs again to reset. Then we'll come in for happy baby. So bring your knees in towards your chest, and then take your arms and go to the insides of your leg. Grab your big toes with your 2 peace fingers and your thumb. And then kick your heels up towards the ceiling. Bring the soles of your feet towards the ceiling as you bring your knees towards your armpits. But keep your hips flat to the mat, the back of your hips and your shoulder blades. Maybe rocking side to side. Inversions are so great for getting our blood flow in the opposite direction, literally changing perspective. Now bring the soles of your feet flat to the mat. Go ahead and straighten your legs, maybe stretch your arms overhead again. We'll just do a quick savasana. So we honor our time. We let the whole practice integrate into our well-being. Roll your upper arm bones in to open your chest. Let your feet fall where they fall. Or let your hands fall where they fall. Slightly tuck your chin in. And allow the practice to nurture you, just like our moms nurture us. And we nurture our kids as moms. Breathing in, strength in the knees. Exhale any tension or heaviness. Allowing ourselves to just exist for a minute. Exist with no expectations, no judgments, no better or worse, no right or wrong. Just being. How beautiful. Remember to smile. So awesome. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take a deeper breath in. A bigger exhale out. When you're ready, roll onto your side. Use your arm as a headrest. Stay for 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Use your hand to help lift you back up, or you can close there. We're going to come to seated, to easy seat. Cross out your shins, let your knees fall. Sit up tall, lift that chest up. Bring your hands to prayer position at your sternum. Honor yourself, honor your time, honor your mothers. I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. You can close today's practice by taking the deepest breath you've taken all day and part your lips to exhale, sigh and release anything else out that isn't serving you. Or you can do the vibrational healing sound of Om with me. Yogi's choice. Go ahead and breathe in. Bow your chin to chest. Thank yourself for showing up. Honor your time, honor your body. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today on this wonderful Mother's Day. If you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. Every day is pretty much our day, right? So if you're watching this and it's not Mother's Day and you're a mom, just know you're amazing. We nurture our kids and we need to nurture ourselves. And our yoga mat is a great place to do that, to nurture our mind, body, and spirit. But my mission is to help you find your Zen and live as authentically as you can by practicing yoga right in the middle of my living room, doing these sequences with you guys when I have kids in one room and the other room, and maybe you hear the noise, maybe not. But I won't let that stop me from sharing what I love so much. But thank you so much. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. If you would like to support my channel, hit that subscribe button now. Like my video, leave me a comment. Were you able to guess the peak pose today? Let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the mat next time. Namaste.